Hello, what brings you here today? Oh, I'm amazed at how healthy you look. You've got so much color back in your skin. This is wonderful. Really? I thought you were just visiting to see my beautiful face. You have a problem. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not a problem. Your doctor referred you again? Okay, let me put my notes down, and I got my scanner device. I'll take care of you right away, and we'll check for anything that we might have missed in the last examination. I'm surprised. I'm gonna have to definitely talk to your doctor about this because I thought we were in the clear. But you haven't had any incidents, right? You haven't been any problems. Nobody showed up or anything like that, right? Okay. Well, come on in and join me, and we'll get it taken care of right away. All right. Thanks. Come on. I'm really glad that you came to see me because the last thing I want you to do is for you to have any problems. So let me get out my medical device, and we're going to do a quick scan here. I just have to put in some basic information. Okay. And I'll get my laser out. Oh, wow. Yeah. Do you mind if we flip your arms over? Can you turn your arms a little more? Is that hard? Does that hurt? Okay. Basically, there's something on the back of your arms we have to take care of. Do you mind if I do a quick examination of your arms? All right, thank you. Okay. All right, thank you. Just rest your arms right here. Okay, now what I'd like to do is, if you're familiar, we have this scanning device. Now, we used the scanning device before, if you remember, to detect and disrupt or ruin the implants that were in your skin. So basically, it fried the technology so that you were okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to run it over so we can locate if there's anything to worry about. Oh boy. I see it right there. Okay. Yeah. I see it right there too. Can you see it? Okay. And let's check the bottom of your arms real quick. Okay. As I thought, there's nothing there. So my scanner's working properly. Okay. Flip your arm back over. Yeah, there it is right there. Can you see it? Okay. And right there. Okay, as you can clearly see, this is an ancient Assyrian glyph. This is the symbol for oxen or cattle. And this is somebody's name, birthmark. We're going to have to get those off there. Now, what these are, they're not written language. This is what's called cuneiform. Cuneiform predates written language. The Assyrian culture was the ancient culture around the time of the very, very Old Testament, around the time of Abraham. So this kind of predates some of the stuff that you might know as written language. And I was afraid of this, but we also call this, get my gloves on. We also call this branding. We also call it glyphing. Glyphing is another word we use. What it is the alien race was using your body for experiments, and to prevent somebody else from using the same human specimen, they would do this. They would put a brand or a glyph on you and glyph you, brand you, so that no other person would use the same person in their experiments. So this leads us to believe that they had very unique set of scientific controls in line. Okay, so let me just do some real quick cleaning with alcohol. Okay, clean the area real well with some alcohol. We'll use a little bit of antiseptic spray on you. All right, let me check. Just checking for damage. Skeletal damage before we get started. I want to check things before we do too much. Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Okay. All right. Wipe the area down with some lotion. It's like a tattoo, yes. But it's not an ink tattoo. It's a chemical tattoo. And what we're doing is we're breaking up the chemicals. Hopefully we can get rid of it. Okay. There you go. This is the strangest case of glyphing I've ever seen. There is a buildup in your wrist right here. I can see physically. You see what I'm talking about? This little bump on your wrist. You can probably see it if you turn your wrist sideways like this. There's a little bump there and there, right where the glyph is. I'm very amazed by that. Check real quick with this light one more time. Okay, we're going to do it real quick because I don't want to damage your skin. Okay, see, we've gotten rid of most of it. There's just a tiny bit left. Basically, it's going away. We haven't broke all the chemicals up yet. So let's try to do that again. Here's a little more of the antiseptic spray. The reason I'm doing that is we don't want to cause any infections in your skin. Okay, does that feel better? There. Okay. All right. Now, some lotion, this cream in my hands. Let it warm up for a minute. What I'd like to do now is just massage this in. Get the majority of it on there. The idea here is just to loosen up the skin and try to get some of this traumatic. There we go. Good. And you can rest your arm down on my hand. There you go. Doesn't that feel better? That lets the muscles relax. There we go. And basically we're just trying to get the skin tissue where the glyph has not really, I want to say, infected the skin. We want to get that area a chance to rehabilitate. And to do that, we want to treat your whole forearm. Does that make sense? Kind of like, let's say there may be a little bit of a rash here tomorrow on this high spot, you know, a little swelling. We want to make sure it doesn't spread. So we're going to treat it, the whole arm that way, just to be safe. And I'll send a note to your doctor, and we'll get that information to him so he can do some follow-ups on you. There we go. Yeah, that feels better, huh? Like that? This is right here. It's a pressure point right here. And you rub that and that'll help relax your whole body. Yeah, I can tell you're a secretary. There we go. There. Pull your sleeve up just a little bit. Get that elbow. There we go. Okay. I know I got your hands here. If you need to itch, you can use this hand. I'm almost done. You can use this hand if you need to. All right. Rub that area real good. The Assyrian culture was where, you know where modern Iraq is, and Syria. That would be where the Assyrian culture, the city of Ur, you may have remember from reading in Bible stories, Abraham was from the city of Ur. That was the Assyrian culture. And a lot of the problems in modern 20th century culture still stem from that culture and the way they were treated historically. So it's quite interesting. How's that? Is that pretty good? Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, real quick. All right, look at that. See? No more brand. See that? Bright as I can make it. And this also protects you from the light of this. So you're not going to get hurt. Look at that. Brand's totally gone now. There you go. Okay, so that glyph is gone. Okay. All right, feel better? Good. Okay, now let's get some more of this. Not quite so much this time. Warm my hands up a little bit. And get it in there. You can rest this arm down your side if you'd like. Is that more comfortable? Okay, let's get your sleeve up out of the way. There we go. As you can see, I'm concentrating on here and then radiating out, because what we want to do is we want to prevent any of that chemical, once we're breaking it down, from getting into your bloodstream or into your skin somewhere else. Don't get upset. The one symbol, like I said, was the symbol for like cattle. cattle were highly prized. They weren't thought of as cattle the way we think of cattle. They were thought of as money or a very valuable product. Men were evaluated on how many cattle they had. So it was slightly different than it is today. There you go. Let's get that loosened up. Okay, flip your arm over real quick. Loosen up. Using this pressure point. Does that feel good? There we go. There we go. Loosened up. There we go. That's a lot better. See, the glyph isn't as pronounced here. Are you right-handed? Yeah, that might have something to do with it too. Basically, the Assyrian culture got wiped out by other cultures like the Babylonians and the Egyptians, and then the Roman Empire. So, okay. Just lay your arm right there. Just rest your arm. There you go. There. Now see, some of it got down here. There we go. That actually pulled it out of the skin on this side. That's interesting. But you can see there's no glyph anymore. It's completely gone. That is so interesting. I'm glad that treatment worked. Okay. Turn this arm over. Just put your fingers out. Okay. Okay. Lay this arm down. Spread your fingers out. All right. Okay. I'd say we're a success. And just to show you real quick, both arms laying here. Are you satisfied that the glyph is gone? Are you happy? Good. There's nothing to get upset about. What you have to remember is you're not the only person to experience this. And a lot of people have to deal with this. Very good. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean you're less of a person. Just checking the dermis. That's why I took my gloves off, so I could, feel with my hands. That's pretty good. I was not an abductee. What you heard was I was abducted, but it was only a one-time event. But through that event, we were able to start this program where we helped others like you. Well, I was only abducted once, and I escaped. Okay, basically what happened was I was an abductee, but only on a one-time basis. He knew I was using the alien technology that I've shown you to help people, and he wanted to stop me. And what basically happened was there was a housefly, and the housefly flew off of me into his sterile environment. And as far as we can tell, it basically had the effect of giving him a nervous breakdown, and he lost his grip on my mind or my body or both, and I was able to escape. Because I escaped in the middle of the examination and the experiment, they could see all of the marks in my skin, down my spine, down my arms, and that was how we were able to figure out where the little tiny implants were. The implants were broken off in me. They weren't complete. They weren't put in right because everything was like half done. And this gave them the ability, the other scientists that I work with, the ability to kind of like what they call deconstruct, or through reverse technology figure out what he was doing to people like you. And we were able to get this resolved. Now, I've never seen this. Of course, I didn't have glyph marks on me or brands because I wasn't a regular specimen that they reused. So in this case, this is something new, and I've got some photos of it. So hopefully we can, using the film that I recorded and how we removed it, I can pass this on to other scientists, and we can get this resolved for a lot of people. It was really good to see you again. I wish you the best, and hopefully, like I said, I'll have some notes for your doctor, and he can do the follow-ups with you. But if you need to come see me, there's no problem. You can call ahead. You don't have to pop in like this. You can call ahead. We'll schedule it for when it's convenient for you, and we'll get you taken care of right away, because your safety and your psyche and your development as a normal human being is more important to us here at the Department of Navy than you might imagine. It's important that we have a success story that we can show others that there is a life after this in their world, and that they don't have to live in fear of this anymore. So the fact that up till now everything's been successful, it's been a blessing. And I will have the gentleman that saw these glowing on you, I'll have them discuss this with me further, and maybe we can find out like if there was a alien in the vicinity searching for you, or what the case may be, and we'll get to the bottom of this. We're not going to let this go. So like I said, thank you, and hopefully when I see you next time, it'll just be a good report, but it's nothing wrong. If you have to explain something to me, or if I have to do another procedure, it's quite all right. Don't ever worry about bothering me. Okay, thank you. All right, have a nice day.